Well, the sun's come out. This is a rare occurrence. Very rare indeed. Anyhow, we'll have to see. It's, sorry if it's a bit bright on the lens. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rider Ramblings. And I trust you're well. You survived the bad weather in the UK and so on. We've just had grim weather. I think that's probably the best thing you can say for it here. It's just been grim. I'm just out for a short ride today because I haven't been out for about 10 days due to one thing and another, as I reported on in the last video. So we're out and about. One of the things that we have, which is unfortunate in France, is administration. And according to one report I saw, France has more administration than any other country in the world. Certainly any other country in Europe and any other country in the world, it seems to be the what the report said, and I wouldn't be surprised because things just take a long time in France, and you've got to fill in lots of forms and do lots of administrative things. Now they are putting a lot more online, which is actually making life a lot easier, and it's one of the things I have noticed. There's much more available online, but one of the funny things is that in the UK you can do your driving license and your passport online. Well, in France you can only do your driving license online, and for your passport you've actually got to go and visit the town hall and present yourself so they can check you against your photograph and check your documents as well, rather than just having scanned ones. And so consequently there's quite a delay in France for passports. People are getting somewhat miffed about it. They are. But one of the things that brought up this talk about administration is that I think I told you I'm going to be garageless. Well, the person who I rented the garage off died in May last year, and probate still hasn't happened. And I was talking to his son. They don't call it probate in France, by the way. They call it succession. But I was talking to his son, and they think it's going to be at least another 2 months, possibly longer than that. So it could take about a year. Now, I don't know how long it takes in the UK. I know when my father died, which was many years ago, we let the solicitor deal with it all, and it didn't seem to take that long. I think it was about 6 months or so, 4 to 6 months, I can't remember. I remember having to sign various documents and so on and so forth, but that was that. Yes, but so anyhow, they've just started the process of succession probate for the person who died, and I've warned them that this might take some time based on a chappie that I used to rent the garage off. Yes, never mind. So anyhow, getting back to administration, the French government, about 50, I think the last time I saw 52% or just over 52% of all the people employed in France are employed one way or another by the French government, either as direct employees or contractors or quangos or whatever. So I wonder if 𝗕𝘀𝘀𝗿𝗀 has decided he knows where he's going. So it's a lot when you think that basically everybody else, 48%, 47 and a bit, are having to pay for their salaries, their benefits, their sick pay, their pensions and things like that. And we thought there was a lot in the UK. Talking of which, yes, the Donald was sworn in yesterday, I believe. I didn't watch it. Though certain channels seem to be waxing lyrical about what he's already done. And that type of thing. And certain other channels are crying into their beer, or, well, they probably don't drink beer. Their cup of latte, or whatever they call it. Yes, never mind. Oh, hello, Mrs. Magpie. 2 magpies. I haven't seen magpies for a while. They don't seem to come out, changing the subject for a moment. Magpies don't seem to come out very much in bad weather. We only seem to see them when the sun is better. Yes, yes. So the Donald has said he's going to, getting back on track, do certain things with the administration in America. I just hope that some of that might rub off on Mr. Macron, but I seriously doubt it, because what seems to happen is that the more benefits you seem to give people, the more benefits they seem to want. And that seems to be the case in France, certainly. They're just wanting more and more and more. Yes, never mind. Never mind. That is life. It's a bit chilly, you know, it is. It is a bit chilly. I've got the heated gloves on, but I haven't put the, oh, what a pity, 94's going this way, never mind, but I haven't got the heated grips on. I might have to put those on. The battery is starting to get a bit weak on the bike, and I've been debating what to do about it. First of all, I need to take off, well, I need to find, and then take off, the tracker that's no longer active on here. Coyote decided that they weren't going to support trackers on motorcycles anymore, unfortunately, so I have to find it first. I think I've got a good idea where it is, because I found a sort of a piece that doesn't look OEM, and so on. So I shall. But I did ask Coyote where the tracker was, and of course they wouldn't tell me. What it might even look like, and they wouldn't even tell me that. So, well, thank you very much. You know, you're not supporting them anymore, and it's draining the battery, and I'd like to take it off. Because I think if I get rid of the tracker, the battery will probably last another year. And I've been debating whether or not to put a lithium iron phosphate one on, because I had one on the 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗀, and I am a convert to the lithium iron phosphate batteries because it had the electronics in it, so it wouldn't overcharge and it wouldn't charge up when it was cold and this type of thing. When it was cold, I mean, I soon learned how to start the bike when it was below freezing, and lithium iron phosphate batteries don't like the freezing temperatures. But you literally just turn everything on, put your helmet and gloves on, sort yourself out, and if it's not too cold, then the bike will start immediately. If it is too cold, then you've got to wait another 30 seconds or a minute. And everybody, of course, if you're like me and you think, well, if I turn everything on, I'm going to drain the battery, because that's what happened with lead acid things, they soon lose their power. Well, it doesn't happen with lithium iron phosphate. You suddenly find that after you've had everything on for a couple of minutes or so, it will fire the bike up, no problem, and it seems to be full of charge, full of oomph, and full of go. Yeah, which is good. So I might go for that. I had the skyrich. Very impressed with that. I know there are other makes and other brands available, but I do know that the skyrich had the electronics inside it. And as I say, the 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗀 lived outside for the first at least 2 years that the skyrich was in, so it had to go through some pretty chilly winters sitting outside. And when I sold the 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗀, the battery was, I think, at least 8 years old. It might have been 9 years old, and it was still full of power and going strong. I mean, you know, there was no noticeable problem with it on that. So I don't know. What is your suggestions? Let me know. What would you suggest I get? Should I put what is it? A yuasa back in, which is the OEM battery, or a different one, lead acid? We'll go for a lithium iron phosphate. What do you think? Suggestions below, please. Right, we seem to have got a road sweeper that doesn't seem to be sweeping the road very well. Looks like it's making more mess than it's actually clearing up. But never mind. Don't know what he's doing. He's got lost, I think. Anyhow, I'll say many thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.